Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Oswaldo Mora. I'm in this beautiful path of becoming a minister from this church, Unity. Unity has been in my life since 1999, and since there, I haven't been able to let go anything from Unity, because everything from Unity clarifies my path, my journey. I was talking with Reverend Victoria and asked, what is the theme for October? She said, live abundantly. I said, holy cow, that's good. You're great. Just fits what I've been working in. And here I am with this couple of stories about my life. But first, I wanted to share with you that we're going to work with the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 12 and 13. And it says, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. So, how can I live abundantly if in the world that I live, debt is everywhere? I was born in a South American country, Ecuador, and they said that that is a poor country. Okay, third world country. Holy, okay, what does that mean? So we don't have the level of United States or the level of European countries. We are low in that degree. So I said, that's not fair. What I'm doing here? I need to go to the United States. So it took me 24 years to get into the United States. And of course, I got my green card because I married my wife. But it's like a disappointed. This rich country, United States, is in debt too. And what happened? But it's rich. You see? We live in a rich country, but it's in debt. And the debt is increasing every day. So it's debt all over the place. So how come I'm going to live abundantly if debt is all over the place? I remember that it was 2008. With my wife, we used to have a school in Miami, a meditation school, shamanic school, aromatherapy, nutrition school, creating our vision, sharing our gifts. But then 2008 hits the financial crisis, and everything was about money, debts, money. So I created this program, a workshop, I call it quantum, because energy is measured by quantums. So I said quantum is an infinite measure of energy. So let's work with that. So I started doing these workshops, and I went to Ecuador to share those workshops in Ecuador about living abundantly, sustaining your life in quantum, the quantum energy, because we are energy. So then I realized that was amazing. I said, you know that you can get things in your life without getting into debt? And people used to fight with me. How am I going to get something if I don't ask for credit because I don't have the money to pay? Exactly, it's because you don't have the money to pay. Why you don't have the money to pay? Because since you were born, since I was born, I learned that there is not enough. So my poor country is in debt. So, can you imagine? I read something in the newspaper I got confused. Every single Ecuadorian that is just born, it is born in debt. is owning $3,000. That's the part of the debt that the country has. So divided by 15 million that we are, my part is $3,000. And tomorrow will be maybe 3,500. So how I'm gonna do to get debt-free? Because how I'm gonna live abundantly? Because it's debt all around. So then I started studying unity, of course, and Matthew says, and forgive our debts as we also forgive our debtors. I need to get rid of the idea of debt in my life. So how am I going to do that? I said, of course, Spirit is the source. How am I going to do to connect my real life to that source? So Unity created this beautiful path, this journey with the 12 powers. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Fantastic. I love it. But how am I going to put it into my life? Because I am already in debt. I'm not experiencing abundance in my life. How am I going to do that? Through meditation? Yes, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to imagine myself that I am all of the things, the beautiful things that I am, because I'm divine creation. But somebody's knocking the door. Who is it? It's the bank. I owe money. Oh, I didn't pay, but I just meditate. And I just say that I'm abundant in the spirit, but not in money. Okay, so what I'm going to do? Keep meditating, Oswaldo. Feel in your blood that you are abundant. Okay. I start, breathing, thinking, doing workshops, and nothing happens. I'm still in debt. Childs are growing. Family is growing. The debt is growing. My son just graduated from high school, and he started receiving a lot of letters asking him if he needs money. They can have it. They can give it to my son. So he will be in debt, owing money before he starts making money. So I said, come on, what is this? So I said, you know what, mijo? You know what, son? Let's get out of mind the idea of we have to own money. Let's play with that. Let's work with our mindset of that. Let's get rid of the idea of we have to get into debt in order to get something. Okay, Pa. It's easy for him because his father, he's been always connected to him, providing everything. But that wasn't my case. So I said, okay, so now I have to support that idea with myself first, and then sustain his idea of not needing debt. Because I told him, I invited him, so I need to be an example. So no more debts. Okay, no more debts. Ooh. And you know what happened? I used to work as a handyman. They used to call me. You were highly recommended, Oswaldo. I need to fix this. Can you please come? Okay, I was pretty busy. So I was, working, making money, paying debts, helping, sending money to my family, all of those things. But one day, all of a sudden, people stopped calling me. What happened? I didn't do anything wrong. But one day, one client called me, complaining about a job that I did 6 months ago. And I said, here comes the message. I used to do handyman work with a friend. He was a master of doing that. So I was just finding the jobs, logistics, everything was my part. And my friend was the one who just get into the job. He had the job done, and that's it. So I did the rest. But after after COVID, now during COVID, he decided that he doesn't want to work with me anymore, so he left. So I said, now what? So I started getting small jobs, to sustain, to experience what's going on. Always with idea of everything will be fine. And then I took this job with this lady, and apparently didn't do very well the job, so she complained. And then I started meditating, and the question was, Oswaldo, are you a handyman? Do you have the title of that? Do you really know how to fix those things? And I said, no. Because this is my work. This is my line of work. I came into this world to deliver a message, to work with your consciousness. So, what are you doing as a handyman? And I said, how else I'm going to get money to provide to my family? And then I realized that I was thinking that if I don't have work, physical work, I won't get any money. So then my son comes and he said, Dad, I'm going to find a job because I need money. And I said, what? How come you put together work and money? Yeah, how other way I'm going to get money? But working. I said, I've been in this path long enough to understand that if I focus in work, I will work. As a consequence, I will have money. But what if I focus in money? That's it. Because that's what I want. So he was planning to apply for a supermarket, something like that. And I asked him, or you really want to work in a supermarket fixing the stuff because you love that? He said, no, I don't love that. But work is work. I said, that's the thing. Get out of your mind the idea of you need to work in order to get money. You just have to be your talent. You just have to explore your talent. So keep doing that. I will support your path. Don't worry, you won't owe me anything. But I don't want you to get into the idea of the only way to get money is working. Because that's not true. He said, okay, that's huge. That's great. Thank you. So 4 days after that, he came and said, guess what? I said, what, mijo? They increased my scholarship money. Instead of this, they sent me more, $1,000 more, just because of my degrees. I said, you see? You didn't have to do anything extra to get $1,000 extra. I said, yeah. This works, that. Great. I love it. Yes, of course. So then I started seeing, okay, mijo is freed of debt, but I'm still in debt. And no work is coming. How I'm going to do? My wife used to ask me, Osvaldo, everything okay with everything? Oh, yes. Yes, of course, everything is okay with everything. Everything is okay with everything. We have to make some payments, end of the month. Oh, yes, the money will be there. So I've been working with this book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, from Florence Covenshield. And she has one example that somebody asked her to pray for money because she had payment to do. And this person was very nervous, asking Florence, please help me out because I don't see how the money is going to get in my hands. So Florence said, God knows. And you will have your money for the day that you need. So I said, okay, this is the perfect space where I'm going to practice that. This is the perfect place where I'm going to have to work with the idea that God knows what I need. And I needed $2,700 to pay the credit card. Otherwise, it will be against in debt. So I said, I told Marlene that I will pay that. I told Marlene I will pay that. And putting together everything that people owe me for coachings and everything, I got $2,200. Okay, I'm short in $500. But I made it. I almost made it. And then one client come. She said, hey, Osvaldo, I need your help in this, not handyman work, but coaching work about transcending some situations in her life and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, okay, let me help you with this, taka, taka, taka. I do numbers. And I said, this is going to be a big process and it will cost you like $5,300. She said, okay, let's do it. I said, what? She said, yeah. I've been working with you for a long time. I know the quality of your job, work, and I want you to help me with this. Yeah. How do I send the money? I said, which way you want? I have Venmo, PayPal. She said, I have PayPal. So she sent me a PayPal for $5,300 at the moment. And I said, Marlene, guess what? I just paid the credit card, full. And I have for the next 2 months. She said, you are a beast. Yes, I am. But I really had to fight with the idea that there is no possibilities. Why? Because what I'm doing with my family right now is not something that somebody did with me. Because looking back, everything was about debt. I saw how family loses houses, loses everything because of the debt with the bank, with debt. I said, but okay, so how am I going to do? It's easy to change my mindset about debt? Of course it's easy. I just have to do it. But how am I going to do that to help myself to get into there? It's practicing the idea of you are sustained. Feeling that you are already there. So, I remember that it was 2008 when I created a lot of workshops. And somebody called me from Ecuador, and it was the Transit Police Department of my city, Cuenca, asking me if I have some kind of workshop for the people, 680 police and women police, that they would need to attend some kind of class because it's part of the program. And I said, of course, I can create something. So it was amazing, the experience, because can you imagine? The police force was in there, seated by obligation. They didn't want to come to attend any workshop with anyone. They want to go outside, working. But I have to be in this silly stuff, people used to say at the beginning. So I said, holy cow, it's going to be, polices with uniforms, boots, sit like this. What? Well, no, nothing. I know that you are here because you have to be here. You know what? I am not here because I have to. I am here because I want to. So I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to be like that, the whole process, you're going to miss the process. And this process is not about you teaching, about me teaching you something. This process is about you having the experience of going deep in your life. Because this is something about you that is bothering right now. This is you that you cannot do what you want. But what if we go deep in that and find why is that you are not doing what you want? Because your power of will is not with you. Somebody's using it for you. Okay, tell me more. Yes, we're going to go deep. We're going to touch bases with our inner self. Do you know that you have an inner self? What is that? Close your eyes and feel that you are there. You feel, right? Yes, of course. Yeah, that's your inner self. So that's the one you have to get to control in order to have your will back for you. Okay, and how am I going to do that? So, okay, let's play the game. I said, that was an amazing experience. Everything that you want, anything that you want, is, let's say, 100 miles away. And let's call, that's your point of success, right? So in this journey, that's going to be Success City. And you are here, 100 miles away from Success City. So let me ask you something. What is the name that takes you to Success City? I ask. And I ask you the same thing. What is the city, the road that takes you to Success City? The road that takes me to New York is the 40 and then 95, right? Going north. So what is the road that takes me and takes you to Success City? I ask them and also I ask you. Do you have an answer about that? The heart? No, that's not the name. So they were saying, patience, power, perseverance, love. And the great thing was that I didn't have the answer. I was just following with the flow, flowing with that workshop that I never had it in my head. But that was the message. What if there is Success City and I need to get there? Which road should I take? And then I said, the road that you have to take in order to get in Success City is failure road. What? Yeah, failure road. You have to fail in order to get there. Because when you fail, you learn a lot of things, how to do things to get there. But one thing that you have to do is not to quit to the idea of going there. So, it's amazing the idea that I have in my head. Failure road takes me to Success City. So then I realized that, oh my gosh, there is a very, a lot of small towns around Failure's Road. Failure town. Where is a failure bank? Failure book study? Failure park? Failure supermarket? Oh yes, we get familiar with failing, so we create everything now around that, close to the road. So I've been invited a lot of times for people that lives around at the sides of Failure Road. Hey, stay here. Where are you going? I'm going to Success City. Don't do that. You want to waste your time. You can feel home wherever you are. No, I need to get into Success City. No, stay with us. We are a family here. Our family, Failure's family, is okay. You can come. Everybody's welcome. So, I had to fight with the idea of getting comfortable without being in Success City. So, today I'm going to invite you to accept that failure is the road that takes you to success. All the things that I'm bringing to you to offer in my services, in my messages, is because I had experienced that. It's not something that I read in a book. It's something that I experienced. So, and failure is being a powerful tool for me to understand how these things work and how doesn't work. So, today, we're going to do this. As we see our ancestors talking about death, we're going to do this turn, and we're going to create a mindset of, yes, I can get into Success City. Whatever Success City is for me, it's not the same for you. It's not the same for you. That's the magic of life. Nobody is identical to another. We all want different things. So what you're going to do is, we're going to practice this. Seeing death, and then turning to see success in order to live abundantly. In order to live abundantly, I need to be myself. I cannot do it with all my family because this is my mind working for my own command. I cannot include you. I can invite you, as Jesus does with the teachings. Jesus just gives us the instructions, and we are the one who puts into practice. So during this path, we will be able to get powers, benefit, experience to get there. So, are you with me to do this change of mindset? Beautiful. So, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Trust. Part of this to be successful is you closing your eyes. Because we're going to use the power of imagination. Right now you are seeing all the stories, all the history of debt in your life. That's what you are seeing. You were grown knowing that you have to get into debt in order to get something. But I want you to plant in your consciousness the idea of that is not something that you want anymore. So you're going to plant the seed of abundance and replacing your mindset, the debt one for an abundant one. Breathe. As you breathe, I want you to imagine that you turn to your right, little by little, knowing that you've been walking backwards to your future. Breathe. Breathe. And turn until you see a light in front of you. That is where you're going. And I want you to put in your mind this. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes to success. I got a millionaire mind. I said yes to success. Say it to yourself. I've got a millionaire mind. I said yes to success. Keep your eyes closed. Feel it. This is your moment where you are letting yourself know that you got a millionaire mind and you are saying yes to success.
I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind.
Open your eyes.
Yes. I say yes to success. There's a secret everybody hopes to find.
Yes. Yes.
There's a key to
Yes.
the world, and
course.
it's mine, all mine.
Yes. Woo.
There's a world of opportunity filled with possibility, dreams that I'm gonna find. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes. I say yes to success. I've got a millionaire mind. I say yes. I say yes to success. I've got a blueprint for the future, a brand new design. the money game, and I'm winning all the time. There's a world of opportunity.